Howdy everyone, and welcome to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. I probably shouldn't call this a weekend right now because I am 2 days late. Today's Tuesday. I usually have this up on Sunday, but I was extremely busy this weekend with some stuff around the house, getting some work done. Some people were here in the way. I just didn't get a chance to do my video. And yesterday I had run errands all day, so here I am on Tuesday, running late, but I promise, try not to be late anymore. Before we begin, please hit the like and subscribe at the bottom and share. I also have at the bottom some links to my other channel. I have a resale channel where I showcase items that I buy at thrift stores and sell for a profit. And I have a link to my eBay store, and there's a link to my husband's channel called Brother Claude Reflects. Now today we are going to concentrate on a dessert. Not just any dessert. This is going to be a low sugar, very low sugar, you can almost call it sugar-free. It's so low. It could be used for a sugar-free diet or low sugar, either one. I'm going to start out with, this is apple pie filling. Now usually pie fillings are extremely loaded with lots of sugar, but at Walmart I can find, they have Walmart brand of no sugar added, apple flavor and cherry flavor. And I get them both all the time and use them for pies. But today, I'm not going to make a pie. I'm going to make a cobbler with it, a biscuit cobbler. Now this is very low sugar. It's only got 5 grams, so it's perfect for a diabetic diet. I make low sugar items often because my husband is diabetic. So I try to make low sugar desserts for him now and then. We're going to use a little bit of this. Now this is something you might not have never seen before. This is sugar-free honey. Now it is imitation honey, but it tastes just like the real stuff. And the only place I've ever seen this before is at Walmart. It might be at some other stores, but I've looked and looked, and I can only find it at Walmart. It's called Honey Trees, and it's a sugar-free honey. I'm going to use ground cinnamon, and to make it taste even a little sweeter, I'm going to use SPLENDA brown sugar. This SPLENDA brown sugar is great for cooking and baking, for making cookies and pies and desserts. Okay, I'm going to use a pie crust. You might not know it, but pie crusts are actually sugar-free. I'm talking about the rollout kind, the kind you just roll out in the refrigerator department. They're already made, you just roll it out. And nowhere on the box does it say sugar-free. But if you read the side panel, it's only got 1 gram of sugar. That's pretty low for a pie. I use these all the time for all kinds of baking. And not just for desserts, I use them for other things too. If you go back to some of my other videos, you see where I've used those for other items. Okay, what else? A little bit of butter. That's my pie shield. Okay, my dish. I almost forgot my dish. Ooh. Now I'm making a small one here. I am using canned biscuits too. I only got 4 here because I made another one, half of one earlier today, small one. I made 2 small ones. So if you want to make a small helping just for 2 people for a few days, you'll need you can use a small can of biscuits, like a 6 count would be fine. But I bought 8 count and cut them in half. I have 4 here. I'm going to use 1 can of filling. If you want to make this for family size, you can use the whole can of biscuits and 2 pie fillings and put it in a 9 by 13 pan. But I need to make 2 small halves for my video. First, I got the 4 biscuits here. I'm going to mash them flat, make them a little bit bigger. I'm going to mash them flat there. Going to use my little pizza cutter. I love using pizza cutters to cut biscuit dough. I'm going to cut these in quarters. Each one's going to be cut into 4 pieces. These pizza cutters are great for cutting all kinds of little things, breads and pastries, not just pizza. Okay, there. I got 4 of those. I'm just going to lay these around in the bottom of this bowl here. These 4 cut up into 4ths will easily fill this whole container, this whole bottom of this baking dish. This is an 8 by 8 baking dish. Like I said, if you want to make a small amount, just use 1 can of filling. You could get the small can of biscuits. Okay. I'll make you a big amount in a 9 by 13. This would be also good, I think, in the cherry flavor. But I chose apple this time because apples where I found them. I went to the store. That's all they had was apple. They were out of the cherry. Alright. Don't need this one anymore. Okay, see? Got those all laid out. Now for the filling. Now I'm not going to use this by itself. I'm going to mix in the cinnamon and the sugar there, brown sugar, and some butter. Okay. Dump all this out in my container here. Sometimes I'll make this just to make a regular pie with this. I just put it between 2 pie shells and just cook it with a little cinnamon. But this time I'm going to make a cobbler. It's going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit sweeter, kind of creamier. Okay. There's 1 can of the apple pie filling. Next, we're going to add a tablespoon of the ground cinnamon. A whole tablespoon. Shake it all around. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the brown sugar. This is SPLENDA now, and you bake with it just like you would regular sugar, the same measurement, but it's very, very low in sugar. It's only 2 grams of sugar. 2 heaping tablespoons of that. Okay, that's all that. Got a fork here somewhere. Now I'm going to stir this up a little bit just to get it all through the apples and get all the juice into the sugar. I'm going to heat it also. That makes it creamy. Okay. Now I've got a half a stick of butter here. There. I'm going to pop this in the microwave for about 1 minute. It'll melt that butter. I had something in there. Let me take that out. We gotta have that in there. Okay. I'm going to cover that so it doesn't pop everywhere. Yeah. Let that cook for 1 minute. I've had my pie shell out here. It has to be at room temperature for about 10-15 minutes before you use it. I took it out about 10 minutes ago. Gonna pour that apple mixture on top of this. Then I'm gonna cover the top of it with this pie shell. I'm gonna brush it with a little egg here. This is 1 egg that's been scrambled up or stirred up. Brush it with that. It helps it to brown in the oven. Then I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit of honey across the top before I cook it. It's gonna cook on about, what do I have it on? I think about 375 in the oven for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Just watch it. Make sure it gets nice and golden brown. By the time it gets golden brown, it'll be done. Everybody's oven's a little different. Somebody might cook it, maybe done in 35 minutes. The other person maybe 45. Because almost no 2 ovens are alike. Ah, there it goes. That looks great. That butter melted. I'm going to stir this around. Got the brown sugar, the cinnamon, the apples. Ooh, that smells great. Okay. Now I'm just going to pour this over all of this. If you're an apple lover, you love apple pie, but you miss it because you might be diabetic, well, try this. Cobblers are good in the wintertime, too. I don't know why. I don't know. Seems like winters are just made for cobbler. Okay. Spread it out over all the biscuits. Make sure it gets all around all the corners. Don't have any dry spots anywhere. Okay. Now I'm ready for pie shell. Okay, come on, open up easy. I don't want to break you. Don't want it to break. Okay. This pie shell fits these little 8x8 bowls, dishes just perfect. I push down the corners just right. I'm going to roll the edges up a little bit. I have a little thick edge around the edges on the corners there. Okay. Now I'm going to poke a little hole in the middle to let the steam out with a fork here. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to brush it with that egg here. That helps it to brown. Makes it look golden brown, really pretty. This is good to use it on almost anything you bake, like cookies, pies. Okay. There. That's enough of that. Now I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of sugar-free honey. Just give it a little flavor on top. The honey is a little bit, it takes a while for honey to come out. And it's been sitting at room temperature to let it get warmed up. It's still slow. There it goes. Just going to drizzle it, like a little X across it. Come back across this way. One more this way. Oh, come on. There. Okay. Now, it's ready to pop in the oven. I'm not even going to cover it. Just going to let it cook like this in a few minutes. But first, hey Claude, here he comes. I want to let him try it. Look at this one. See how gorgeous golden brown that came out? It is perfect. I cooked this one this afternoon so he could try it. You ready to try it, hon?
Give me a bite. Do I have to beg for it?
Yeah. You're on the wrong side. Watch the camera. Come on this side. You gotta come on this side to it. This is my dear husband. Oh, you're too tall for the camera almost. Squat down. Get out. There he is.
You want me to get on my knees?
Almost. I'm shorter than he is, so
I did that once and I got stuck with you.
That's right.
That does not taste like low sugar.
I know it doesn't.
Can I have another one?
Maybe. Stick in there. So I put the top with sugar-free honey on the top here. SPLENDA brown sugar. Cinnamon sugar-free. Apple pie is low sugar. And we have a perfect low sugar dessert for y'all to share. Okay. That's it for now. I will try to be back this weekend on time, I hope. And that's a wrap. God bless everyone. See you later.